That looks great. I'm sure many of you have some questions for this gang up here, and I want to get as many of them in as we can. So if you just want to start lining up over here by this microphone, we will start taking your questions. Yes, sir.
First, I need to say that this is such an amazing opportunity. I love Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield so much. You're my favorite actors. Thank you. My question is, how, since you're taking after such great characters, how are you making them your own in some sort of, are you making a twist on the character or whatever, or are you just kind of sticking to the original?
That's a great idea. Andrew, Emma, what do you bring?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm going to first say that I can speak for, obviously, Matt and Avi are huge fans of the first three movies because they were involved in their making. But the three of us I know are huge fans of the Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, Sam Raimi versions, and yeah, right, woo, exactly, they're the best. So first of all, that should be said, and we're approaching this like it's well, I am anyway, like it's Shakespeare, like a Greek myth. Like these are modern myths, these comic book characters, and I feel like we still want to know, we still want to watch these stories, and we still want to see our favorite characters on the big screen and in 3D, might I add. So for me, it's just another chapter in a long history of a comic book story that means so much to so many people, and yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I'm viewing it the same way from a new perspective, and I looked into Gwen as much as I possibly could, and I fell in love with the story of Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker, and that's a huge reason why I wanted to be a part of this. But I can't play a character without making it my own a little bit. So hopefully it's all right that I'm playing her. And she's on the page, and so I just kind of interpreted her my own way, and with Andrew, and we kind of tried to make Gwen and Peter's story new and fresh, and Mark was hugely involved in that, and we worked it out the best we could, and hopefully you guys like it.
That's great.
I love you.
Yes, sir.
I love you very much.
I think he was talking to me. I love you.
Hi, what's your question?
All right, the next question is from Mark Webb.
Yes.
When you directed 500 Days of Summer, you had your actors listen to music to set a certain emotion for a certain scene. With Spider-Man, did you do a similar process when you're directing your actors? And also, has there been any talk about a sequel to 500 Days of Summer?
We'll see about the sequel to 500 Days of Summer. I'm focused on one thing right now. But in terms of music, I did music videos for many, many years, and it's always been a big part of how I conceive of imagery and how I think of things. And with 500 Days of Summer, certainly that was also a big part of it. But the truth is, both these guys had music, like they would be listening to the music off camera to get themselves in the mood. And like sometimes we would play music during the while we were shooting, which the sound guy loves, but to create a mood. And like I remember asking Andrew one time, I was like, he was getting in the zone, and he listened to everything from like Sleigh Bells, not literally Sleigh Bells, the band Sleigh Bells, to Louis Prima. You know what I mean? Like there was such an incredible variety, which embodied this sort of incredible range of music. So that was interesting, and listen, music is a big part of my life, and I think for all of us, I think it was a big way to get into the character, make it a little, He had a Ramones shirt, which he wore a lot in the movie, which if you guys know about the Ramones and their connection to Spider-Man, that was a great, I think, wonderful homage. What did you guys listen to?
That was great when we had to pretend to swing when we were in fact standing on a box.
Yeah, we tried a bunch of different songs, but the one that really worked out was Dance Tonight by Paul McCartney. It's a good song to swing to. It's for future reference, you guys.
when we were doing the web shooting montage, it was sleigh bells, A and B machines, AB machines, right?
Yeah. Any scene that didn't require me to try and do a Queens New York accent, or for anyone else to talk for that matter, Mark wheeled in big speaker systems so that I could be influenced by noise and like building the web shooters or anything physical really, or anything, you know. It was sleigh bells for that, and Louis Prima actually for that as well. I think it was Angelina. I don't know.
I don't remember. It's a good playlist. It was a fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Mark, I had a question about the footage that we watched. I didn't see any villain in the piece. Can we talk maybe about the villain of the film?
We didn't have a villain.
No villains?
No, there's no villain in the last
No
movie.
villain. It's
So
pretty-
we.
I'm so sorry.
Well, there is a villain. His name is Dr. Kirk Connors,
Oh, Kurt Connors.
otherwise known as the Lizard. For those of you who know, and I think we actually might have a little bit of footage of Kirk
You might
Connors,
want to put your 3D glasses
Yeah.
on again.
but only in 3D.